Hello everyone, good evening and good morning. Today we'll see the complete demo of Nuwtonic. Right? You get started with free trial. Once you come to Nuwtonic.com, you can get started with free trial. Right? You can simply sign up with Google or you can try with username and password. If you use username and password, you get a verification code after registering with your email in your email, and you have to confirm that. Once you are signed up, you can simply land into the workspace area. Right? Now, workspace is nothing but this kind of area for any domain to work with that you add. Right? I don't have any workspace created yet. So what I'll do, I can create a workspace by two ways. So let's say if I have a Google Search Console, I can simply connect with GSC. If I don't have set up my GSC or it's a new site, then probably I can connect with normal website. So since I have this with GSC and I want to show you guys what GSC setup, right? I will connect with the GSC. You ask for some permission. It already had some permissions. So I deleted the data to show you guys right, from scratch. It will take some time to get connected. Let's give it a moment, right? So it's picked up. So if you see how many number of properties you have with the GSC, it will be showing up the list. I had one property here, so I'm just simply connecting it, importing the data. Right? This is now pulling the data from your GSC. Once on the successful data pull, it will be showing up here in the workspace. You can simply switch to GSC view, right? It will show you on a high level the performance of the app for that last 28 days. And if you switch back to normal view, you simply list it. Now, if you click on the button, this is where you land. So, dashboard overview, right? So, you calculate how many is the data is directly coming from the GSC. You can see the data is directly coming from the GSC. First thing is, what you can do is SEO performance. So, we have multiple multi-agentic pipeline, mainly four, right? One is SEO performance and SEO analysis. Second one is your AI search audit, search fixes everything. Third one is for brand visibility, where basically you can add your brand respective prompts, which will be getting tracked in certain frequencies and show you your data, your competition, your citation, everything. Right? And third one is the content authority or content generation module, a pipeline. It basically you can connect with your brand, do the keyword research, topical analysis, and do the keyword research, then clustering, then topical map creation, and from there create the content, internal link, external link, images, everything on the single platform or single pipeline. Lastly, we have individual agents, right? Multiple individual agents for individual tasks. We will start with SEO performance area. So once you click on the performance dashboard, right, it will take you to this performance dashboard, which is actually the data from your own GSC, Google Search Console. It will take some time to pull up your data, right? And it will show you the data that you have. And unlike other platforms, we Nuwtonic are not only showing you the data from your GSC. It basically does a lot of SEO analysis on top of your data in the real time to show you what's happening, what's not happening, what is working, what's not working, what are the opportunities that you have to optimize, analyze, and fix, right? So if you see device performance, top countries, and then you have top queries and top pages as a 4-widget. Right? Interestingly, we'll also see how can you customize this whole dashboard, drag and drop, resize, and pin different widgets from other tab and pull up here. We'll also see that. Right? Coming back to if you want to say, I want to drill down for what is happening, on the performance on country basis. Right? I can click on this. It will show up all the clicks I'm getting, all the countries, queries, everything here. So that I can quickly do what is happening. Similarly, if you want to click on top queries, what are your top queries are, and definitely you can drill down further what is happening with the query, what are the clicks, how many pages you have, or what impression, everything that you get. Similarly for top pages, right? So let's say if I click on pricing, it will show up what are the queries I'm getting traffic for this page. Right? Now this is my total clicks. This is the date, You can choose the date here. The date pattern is pretty advanced. You can simply go to different time frame and time window, and eventually you can compare also. I'll show that in some time. So let's move to the trend section. Trend section is basically your area where you basically get the performance trends of your site data daily, weekly, and monthly. How they are helpful. So basically, in terms of daily, you can see what is happening, how many clicks, impressions, CTR, and position. In weekly performance, you can quickly see over this period of time, right? In last 1 month or 28 days, which week went well? Where let's say you in some week you see a lot of drop, some week you might see a lot of spike. So you might want to look at what happened to those weeks. It will basically give indication to you to further analyze and further get into detailing so that you can take some corrective measures or probably some new opportunity come where you can optimize or come up with new article or new clusters. So now monthly performance, you can see probably I'll open the filter for longer so that you can get to see better result or better data. So now if you see this week wise, if I see this week it was very well. Now it has from December it has come down definitely. People are on leave and things like that. And so actually monthly wise you can also September was good month, October was good month. Like this you can analyze. Let's say some Google algorithm happens and suddenly you see a drop right in the middle of the month. If you be filtered here, you can quickly check what is going on. Right now we can move to growth and decay tab. Where basically it will show you how your website is doing. It is all comparative data. Right? Here, if you what I was referring earlier, you can compare with preceding a period or year and custom period. Right? Like whatever kind of we have done it in form of Google Analytics. You see the comparison of data in terms of date range that we have tried to implement here. Right? Now, if you see the performance trend, dotted version and the normal version, you can see what was the comparison between this and that period, right? Growth versus volume. You can quickly see this is getting dropped by 27%, and there are some spike happening. There's some good position is coming up for the pages. What are the top winners? What are the top losers? These pages are losing traffic, right? Losing impressions. And if you click on this query, it will show up the top winners and top losers for the time period. Now, if you go to device query, this is very interesting area. It will show you the comparison between desktop impression and mobile impression. This will give you a signal that your site is doing well in what and not well in other. Right? It is not doing great at mobile, and probably you might need to drill down further what is happening or what is not actually great, so that your mobile is not performing that awesome compared to device in desktop. Right? And simply this is rank distribution comparison. You can see top 3, 11 to 20, those positions that you see. Now, device parity is what article is doing well, and in terms of device, right, and what article is not doing in terms of device only. Right. So now this question, no data is showing up, but probably for certain filters and certain filters. But what will happen if the site is having data where basically you have a lot of gaps? So let's say my site does not have too much gap on desktop versus mobile. Certain site it might have that you have desktop, you are positioning, you are getting position on 6 or 7 in short term, but in device, in mobile you are getting position as 20, 25, 30, very bad. Right? So it will show you the URLs, affected URLs, so that you can quickly look at that, and probably there are CLS issue or INP, those kind of issues that are there. If you can quickly fix those speed related issues or layout related issues, it will shoot your client website or your website, and you can get a lot of traffic from it. Now moving to top mover sections, right? It will show you the different deltas, right? And the deltas. So here you can quickly see what URLs actually are doing well and what not doing well, and what needs more prioritization, what needs more focus. So let's say this one probably need more focus because in CTR it is dropping, right? This one CTR it has dropping, right? Impression it is going, CTR dropping, you are ending up with less traffic. Now we're talking about in terms of clicks. So let's say if you are previous month your patient was 55, sorry, your this is click impression. So previous time period you got 55 clicks for this. Now we're getting 747. So basically you got a lot of more traffic for this period, right? Similarly, impression comparison, well basically there is a lot of difference comparison between the impression. Green means you're doing good, red means doing bad, right? Let's say patient comparison. Previously it was 7, it was 7, it was 0. Now it is 7, right? Like this you have. So coming back to the CTR uplift, again it will show you the opportunity, high opportunity. I don't have because things are that stable. So if you have a lot of opportunities, it will open up these URLs or optimization opportunities that are there. CTR analysis, it will show you what are the again issues or queries varying in different CTR positioning. Let's say I have this many, keywords where basically I am not getting any clicks. It's zero clicks, right? So that's zero CTR. So I will be having listed, few listed, queries if I have, which CTR is very high, right? I'm getting 3.4% compared to the benchmark. So here, high impression, low CTR. Show up. Low impression, high CTR. These are very, very powerful data for you to look at, and you can based on take some decision, optimize or come up with new articles to write. Right? Again, you have query clustering. You can again you have brand versus non-branded article. You can add your new branded topics, and again in the topic also you can add. Calibration, it will show up what are the if you have calibration issues for what URLs and for what query. This is something Google Cluster Analysis Signal, right? It will show up what are the topics, what are the clusters that are getting good in the eyes of Google and what is wrong. Here it is the difference between short, medium, and long tail. What is doing well in terms of impression, CTR, and patient. So this is what about overall performance dashboard. I'm going through very quickly to because this video otherwise will be very very long. We'll come up with lot of breakdown videos in upcoming times. Right now, what I was telling you, you can customize your dashboard. So for the customization, you have to switch back to this. You have to click on this edit layer, right? And you can drag and drop. You can drag drop whatever based on need you have, or you can further delete it, or you can resize it. Also, on top of that, let's say I like this widget to be added in my overview section so that I don't have to go to all the tabs. Instead of that, I can simply go over overview, quickly see what are things that are required. Let's say I add the top movers one tab from links. I pin this, right? Pin. So I go to here. You'll see automatically it has been added. Automatically it has been added. See, this things have been added. So what I'm saying is, you can do this. You can now, if you feel okay, no, this looks too weird. I want to resize it. And resize it to be smaller. Again, it can be again another size. Again, this size. Or eventually, you say you want to move this, right? You want to make it smaller. So you can customize data that you have, right? Customize the design of your dashboard and save it. Once you save it, every time you load, it will be your customized dashboard that you get. I'll reset it for now. So another thing is share report. If you click on this, there's an option for white label reporting. You simply can edit your agency name. You write the agency name. Once you have chosen the logo, you can generate the link and share it with your client or your team member to have for the link, right? So now if you do this, let it load, and it will take a couple of seconds time. Now it will be having a custom branding. I uploaded logo, right? Custom color I had uploaded, and footer you have some widget. So now everything, anyone with the link can go over whatever you are seeing in your performance. So that's how it is, and eventually, not stopping here, you can further download the full report in terms of PDF that you can do, and yeah, you can send it to your customers or for your team members, right? Moving that to the next section, what that is keyword ranking. So for keyword ranking, let's say I want to crack this keyword. This is based on GST. I want to crack this keyword. You can simply come to top queries and add up your keyword here. You put to that. So yeah. So let's say I want to track this two keyword. I simply click on track. Two keywords have been added to the rank tracker. So I'll go to keyword tracker. Right. This fetching my data. So let's give it a moment. Yeah, if you see, this is the keyword rank tracker that you have from GSC, right? So these are the data that you get to see, right? and eventually this for every keyword that you add up here. So let's say now this is probably not doing great. Yeah, it has fallen down from 1.3 to 2.7 position of search. Yeah, these are the difference. These are different data that you can see. And eventually, if you want to add your keyword from here, you can do add, right? Keyword has been added, right? So that it has come up here. And remember, every new keyword you add, it might take up 24 hours to get reflected. It's not just a minute. You can simply delete it, right? And coming back to the fixed analysis part, something when you optimize an article, that time it will show up here. So far we have not optimized an article, we will optimize very soon. Before to the search rank tracker, right? So this is search rank tracker again. So let's say I want to add a rank tracker. Right? This is the language, with search engine, with location, everything, frequency, and it will be added. And I can add that. Once you add, right, if you ranking data for your keyword, yeah. Okay. Successfully. Okay. Not added. Yeah. So this is how it will look like. Position is showing something one. So now these are your computers, and again you can further drill down to your computers. Yes. Okay. After that, I want to show you the fixed analysis. Now, if you go to top movers, so here let's say I want to optimize this article. This is falling down. I want to optimize. So I click on this optimize. It will do heavily research in different SERP, computer gaps, then it will do technical auditing, it will do, it will do intent based. It will look for your search intent, it will look for what are the gaps you have, it will look for what are the topics that you have missed out, right? What your computers already covered, and in terms of holistic content, a central entity that you have been targeting, that will look for, and obviously the tangential subtopic that has to be there. All of this will be considered. It's completely based on holistic SEO. Optimize your article, and after optimization, it will give it to you for your further review. If you're okay, you can push. If you're not okay, you can simply copy the blocks what you want and basically paste it to your CMS. So let's give it a minute, because definitely it takes some time. It do a lot of analysis, right? And it is not like simply rewriting your article, because we are not completely rewriting everything for that article. Because if I completely do that, your ranking will get hurt. Google will drop your ranking for that page, and AI also for that matter. So that what we are doing, where actually we have to optimize, we are identifying the optimization opportunity based on your different blocks, different paragraphs, different URLs. I mean, not URLs, different lists. Probably adding some additional data, additional informations, or additional tables, or a block of different tools also it is able to add. Those things we have been identifying, fixing, generating, so that it can simply apply. So yeah, once it is done, right, you can simply go to fixed analysis screen, see the analysis what has been done, and approve or discard. So let's say this is something I have optimized. So now it will give the optimization summary. The optimization strategy shows, focuses on what actually it does. It will show you to address the EAT. Obviously, I have missed the EAT part. It will also focus on heavily on EAT. These are the computer gaps that you have. SERP gap analysis to do, right, based on you and your computers, EAT, expertise, authority, experience, expertise, authority, and trust, right? The data it will show up, and what exactly you need to do, where you need to pull what data. to give you every detail that you need to optimize for. So let's say now there are three fixes it has given: technical fixes, continuity fixes, and compliance and manual fixes. So if you see these are the data that has been, it needs to be updated accordingly, right? So this data you have to update based on article to article. It sometimes it might be 5 fixes, sometimes it may be 4 fixes, sometimes 7 or 6. There's some manual thing that you have to add. So 90, I mean I would say 100%, if we don't want to optimize your article. Because let's say, see, if I have to add an author profile, I cannot simply add random. I cannot add the random name on your article to provide the expertise signal what I want, because that will be hallucinated, right? Google and AI does not like that. So you have to add few things or do few sessions that are manually has to be done, which will be shown. What exactly you have to add an author byline, either product team or CEO, add a bio highlighting it. This is a product, right? So that's why it's a roadmap. So probably it should be coming from product team or a CEO of the thing, right? So what are the sections that you probably need to add, which you add additionally you should add to boost up more on that, right? So now you can apply fixes. If you apply fixes, it will be automatically pushed to your backend. But for that, you have to have your integration ready and connected with Nuwtonic. We'll see that, right, in some time. This website is not a WordPress site, not a Webflow, not a Shopify, not Ghost. Right? This is a custom Next.js product, right? So for that we have API coming soon, right, to connect it. For now, what I'll do, I'll show you by connecting a WordPress site, do a fix and show you how you can connect with the WordPress right backend for the integration. Now this was about the SEO performance. Connect your website, get the SEO analysis done, look at what data, look at the opportunities, and click and fix and apply. That's it. Right. Now moving to the next section of AI searcher. Right. Now if you see, right, let's say I'll take this keyword, right? I'll probably let me take up another website where basically you have some data to show up for you to understand better. Let's say I take up this, right? I want to audit this. I simply click on audit. It will do a lot of analysis in the backend or multiple agents and give it back to you. The score is, let's say, very bad, right? You can see what are the score at what level, what are the metrics are there, why it is 0. Let's say if it's saying quotable content is 0, 0 quotable content is fine. Very critical, factual density is very bad, right? Because Google AI definitely rely lot more on factual density and factual discovery from your content if it values it, right? You will see a lot of insightful data here. Now you can click on topics. That's where Nuwtonic is different. People show you data, right, report, and you have to take an action on that. And nobody is aware what action I have to take. Even though for that, I mean, what I'm saying, nobody is aware. Let's say for that, I have to research deep for that URL, for that page. I have to understand deeply what all areas I'm lacking. So Nuwtonic does it for you. It is doing on your behalf. It's kind of, you have a SEO agency by your site telling boss, look at my site, do the analysis, tell me what are the issues, and please don't tell me. Okay, I probably would expect you to fix it on my behalf. So that's how any product on any website is being served by SEO agencies. Now, if you have a platform like Nuwtonic, you can do it by yourself by click of a button, right? Now, it is done with the its analysis. It is now redirecting, right? Now, after redirecting, the projected score is 85. That's what it's showing. It will show the optimization history and optimization summary similar to SEO optimization. So, what are the gaps it will show? Hell lot of data, hell lot of analysis has been done, right? Now, if you see here, these are the data that has to be added. After what paragraph? After what H2, what H3, right? Where it has to be presented, which has to be replaced, what data has to be replaced after or before, everything it is giving to you, right? You see this. Similarly, depending on the article, you get different suggestions and different content out of box. Here is the apply box, apply fix. If you have connection, it will directly be pushed. If you want, I don't want to push directly, you can simply copy. If you copy, it will simply copy the list, not only data, but full structure, simply copy and paste it there. But definitely, we encourage, even though you push directly, please have a look at it in case something you want to tweak, or sometimes something needs more modification, right? So that's how 95-98% accuracy definitely we have. Sometimes some question or area might need more optimization, more fine tuning, and I would say more human decisions or human touch is required, okay, to make it perfect. So that's why we say human are in control in driver's seat. Nuwtonic will get the work done whatever it is supposed to do as an. So now moving to the next area, which is brand visibility. It's a big area, right? So you can add your brand, get the brand analysis done, then you can add the prompt to be tracked for your brand, right? Which will be tracked on a specific frequency basis. After that, once it will be tracked, it will show you computer details, what are the URLs it will be cited, your citation details, computer details, everything will come up. It will show you. For that it to work, you have to first add your branded keywords probably, right? Select an industry, let us select an industry, computers, let's say canva.com, right? You have to register a domain. So the brand visibility summary is there, current date is everything 0. You move to prompt run, then you can probably enter a prompt, info AI, right? This is what type of category, priorities, and frequency. So based on the plan you have purchased, it will have different frequency frequency. Save all. Once you do this, it will be queued, right? And now it will go to prompt run. Definitely, the prompt run happens based on different sheet alerts. If you see, it is not found any tracking data. It is now initiating, right? For your first prompt, it will take some time to do the run. Yeah, tracking initiated, fetching data. Okay. So here you see, right? So now this is the AI model. In perplexity, if you see here, your brand ranked at number 1, patient is number 4. In some other computers are there. What is the visit score? It is not updated. If you refresh, you update it. Let's see. Yeah, you see this is updated. Now, what are the who are ranking? Everything will be shown up. If you go to computer, you can further explore, or we'll definitely do separate videos for separate sections since we're adding the time. So now these are the computers that you have, right? Who are ranking at what position, and eventually also there is something called citation. Who are citing your brand in info.ca.com in how, which way, which sentiments, everything will give it to showing. If you see, these are the citation data that they are finding. So See, okay. Yeah. So now the thing is, also I forgot to show you. You can switch your different providers on the prompt that we have run to see what is happening for other providers. Let us see. Yeah. You will see this is for OpenAPI. So OpenAI is Anthropic. Yeah. Okay. So now this is how it is. Moving back to the final pipeline that we have. So when you come to this content generation part, basically this is for the folks. Let's say I want to connect my brand, generate a content. Anyhow, you need content at the basis. So basically, we say plug in your brand and let the agent do its work and give all the content to you. So let's say before for this to work, this is a pipeline. So first thing that you have to do, click on this brand analysis data and brand identity data analysis. Right. After this is done, it will show up the analyze data that is it has done. Okay, so it has done the brand analysis, summary and overview and strategy, positioning or analysis and content strategy. After that, you go to again dashboard. Right? First step it was asking for you to do brand analysis. Next it is asking for you to do where topical generate topical map. Right? So you need a keyword, you need topic, you need to cluster before you start writing. So if you see topical map here, the topical map you can simply generate. And this is not ordinary topical map, folks. Highly trained on your site, highly trained on your data, highly trained on your brand, highly trained on central entity of your niche, of your brand, and tangential entities, and surrounded by respective clusters. Doing the clusters real time. You simply go to GPT and ask, give me a topical map, definitely you will get what? The difference will be 0 and 100. Because this is not trained on your data. Nuwtonic is having your data, getting training it on real time, feeding it with your brand data, and then giving you detailed output. We'll see few advanced options as well. Let it get generated first, then we'll see. Yeah, so it has generated the topical map. If you see this topical map, how it looks like, and eventually, interestingly, you can further drill it down. Right? If you see, if you click on any map, you can isolate chain, or you can show full chain. So if you see, right, you can further drill it down. So I have isolated the chain, so I can simply say this one, right? So all of this you can do. Now we have moved to full graph. Okay, there are things you can have a look. So probably I'll not go in deep because time we have. So if you see here, right, it has even multiple layers of the study. It has category, subcategory, how parent-child relationship, right? Like a sibling relationship, if you already have. So basically, if you see all of these things you have. Now, interestingly, if you want to create content, there are two way of creating content for this. Right? One is you can simply click on this, generate an article, or if you want to generate an article in bulk, you want simply this cluster to be completed. Just click on this. Article will be sent for relation. I'll show that to you in some time. So let's say if you want to if you it's any article how to what is this article convert it. Let's say I choose this software whatever. If I click on this, it will take you to content legend, right? The keywords will be dumped here. Right? If you have chosen the category, the list of all keywords and all cluster will have come. Now here there is something called knowledge panel we have given. This is optional. If you want this article to inject some specific instruction, information and data, you can add. If you don't want specific thing, anyhow, we are doing a lot of research lot of backend SERP analysis, gap analysis, computer analysis, EAT, and central entity, transition entities, subtopics, subqueries, everything is being considered, and then article is being written, highly optimized for AIO, AI search, right? So you can leave it blank, but if you want, for the flexibility's sake, we have kept it. Now you can choose any language of your choice, right? You can choose the image source as stock image and AI generated image, right? Internal linking you're choosing, right? Now again, if you want your article to have more specific setting, you can simply go back. Some folks as felt article is short, but the point is you have to play through your settings. There are some default settings that we have kept, but you can definitely choose uh, the settings which is applicable for your brand or preferable for. Yeah, so basically it will do all the analysis, SERP analysis, computer gap analysis for that query, what is central entity for that query, what is search intent for that query, what are the tangential topic, what are subtopic that is to cover, what type of image it requires to outrank or make it better the existing article, what is who are actually ranking in AI and Google search. It will give you great images, and images are not like this uh, very much in very much um, detailed image basically you'll get, and not only simple image, sometimes you get a lot of infographics in terms of images, and the images are very meaningful. If you generate a lot of article you get to see that, right, where basically each image generation goes through a lot of prompting based on your existing what content you are writing or what article you are writing, what contextual analysis it is being served. Everything is getting considered, and then only you get those high level images, right? So it's very difficult to get those kind of images generated out of box or as a standalone. So yeah, definitely we encourage you to give it a shot. Let us give some time to finish the task. We'll come back once it is done. Probably it will take 2 minutes or 1 2 minutes time. Yeah, so it has been completed. Now what we'll do, we can simply preview it, right? So let's see what it has given. So if you see, the topic is AI tools for converting articles into visual summaries. Let's talk about designs, right? Different data points, different. This is an internal link. This is an external link, and these external links are highly authoritative link, non-profitable majority of the time non-profitable organizations or institutions to pick up from, right? So the emails are highly intellectual, right? You see, these are not normal reference. These are highly qualified for AI search for your article to be qualified, right? You need great, strong quotation, strong citation or reference. So that's how it is. Now from here you can also come from your planner and then you can click on this article and edit. There is an editor which you can use to edit your article. Right? You can save it, right? And yeah, you can simply click on perform different operations, right? On this editor that you have. Again, you can go to preview, right? There are different technical data that you will see right here, outline, meta. Right? AI rewrite is something we're still working on. It is not at finalized state. They will get it much more advanced and they, right. So now once it is done, you can save and you can push. So if your integration is done from your CMS, it will directly push it to your CMS. If not done, it will ask you to do the connection. This is not a WordPress site as I told earlier. This is this is a custom site. So once you or it's a Shopify, not a webflow, not Ghost. So you can connect, do the connection and push it. So I'll show you how it is done. Before to that, this is the content generation pipeline. Also, we have something called product authority writer, where basically you can write the article for your product and services. You give your own image, own input, own functionality of the feature that you have been implementing or doing, and it will give a high quality product authority article. Right? So yeah, we have shown you. Now let's move to the individual agents. They are very straightforward. Simply click on an article, right? Simply click on any article that your choice, any article, any page, and it can simply generate a schema for you. These agents are meant to be very meant is are built for very straightforward actions, right? Unlike the previous complex pipelines, that require a lot of multiple handholding, agentic behavior, agentic feed, data output, all stitched together. So yeah, so once this is done, it will again take some time because it is reading your content, reading your data, tags, data, everything, your images, and based on what type of article you have written, not like generic, what type of article you have written, what type of content you have, based on that, it will create a detailed schema. Yeah, give it some time because it is not like generic schema, so definitely it takes time to provide dynamic analysis. Let's give it a pause and not waste your time. Yeah, so it is done. So if you see, okay, a job has been completed. This is the schema that you get, and it is not simple schema. It's highly detailed, highly specific schema for not only that site, but you may have different topic, different article, or different pages. It's basically a dynamic schema generator on your behalf. You can again edit schema, you can apply changes, copy, paste it, whatever you want, you can do it with that. You can again do the generation with the bulk schema. If you see here, bulk URL, you can do a lot of multiple URL and generate that. Let's move to meta agent. Well, basically, you can set the meta description for, you can get the meta description done for your any URL that you have. FAQ agent is for creating FAQ, contextual FAQ, right? Not like random FAQ, but contextual FAQ. You can simply give it and then add schema and even FAQ the same. Right? This is nothing new. You already would have seen in all schema, but just give it a try if you want. And you can, there is something of setting, you can change the language and different settings you can do. Now, this is the optimization history. So, whatever optimization you have done in the individual items, you can get to see here. So let's say if you see here the schema, it will be showing the visual preview, and in the audit, it will show you the data for you to edit. You can edit and apply live. Apply the changes, save it. Similarly, you have it for whatever schema you have, right? So basically, this is what the Nuwtonic is, and eventually before we end up, right, we have to show correction how we can get connected. So I'll add up another website and we'll try to show you. Let's say connect website. So here also you can do connect website as I was referring earlier. So sensor.wiki is one of our test sites. Okay. So I'll enter to this. Definitely I have not entered as a GSC, so I cannot see the GSC data. Nothing coming up here. It'll ask me to add the GSC. But for the integration sake, if you see here, I have to connect. So now here, if you see, so this is basically my website ID. The website ID will be required for connecting your plugin, but plugin is only required for pushing your schema and meta FAQ. But while you are working on any content, you don't need plugin. You simply push via API, right? For this, what you need to do, you simply need to anyhow you guys already are aware of, but few folks has faced some issues, so let me add that up. Go to user and then profile. User, then go profile, then there's something called application password, right? Here, give the application name Nuwtonic or something. Okay. Now, anything that you can remember, this is the password you got, and there are some spaces in between. Right? Remove the spaces. You have to do that, and copy your application password here, not the application name, application password, and this is your username for connecting your what WP admin. This username is not username that you entered just there. No, you are connecting from WP admin first time, right? First time when you are seeing this, this is your username. This is your username and password is what you got generated and you will connect. Once you do connect, right? Once you do connect, I'll show you. See, if it is the connection is not proper, connection will fail. Please check your connection. So I did not enter the password, right? So if you have to enter the password, you do the connection, proper username and proper password, and connect. Once you do that, whatever feed the content generation, whatever you're generating, you can directly publish. Whatever optimization you are doing, SEO optimization, as I shown you, whatever geo optimization, fixes, everything can be applied once your integration is in place. Finally, there is some setting where basically you can delete your workspace. Once you delete your workspace, you don't keep up your data. You actually delete all the data that you have with you. We have for your workspace. You delete that. So now, also another section that you want to probably afterwards, if you feel like going ahead with the subscription and all things, you can look at the subscription data and security and everything. Password, you can change the password, right? You can add. You see, this is the sign up, right? I'm not paying anything. So this is my trial version. This is something that the data I have added for you guys to show the demo, right? This is something teams. Whether you are eligible for how many seats, you can add those number of seats or invitation. White level reporting is basically the reports I shown, right? There is automatically preset is getting loaded. So basically here you can configure the brand, where is its name and the logo and the color, everything you can do. So that you don't have to add those data whenever you're selecting or doing a white level report. You can do multiple white level branding. So that's pretty much about Nuwtonic. We are building every day. We are growing rapidly. Right? We would really want you guys to test it, use it. If you do feel you have some sessions, feedback, input, please do reach out to us. There is support available. There is a mail. You can drop us. Even you can definitely reach out to me personally, myself, Devaguru. Right? I'm the founder of Nuwtonic. So feel free to reach me out for any suggestion, feedback, input that you have, or any help that you need. Always helpful. Always there to help you. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying so long with me. It was a long video. So see you soon. Thank you.